Welcome to Bold Conversations. I'm your host, Walter Perry, and tonight is a very special night. Even though the devil don't want us to do it, we're gonna do it anyway. Tonight, I have a very special guest, Precinct 4 Constable Cat Brown. We're gonna talk about so many things tonight, and we're gonna get right into it. How you doing, Ms. Brown?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Appreciate this.
Thank you so much for being here, and we're gonna just start off. You're from the Bay Area, correct?
Yeah, I'm from California and migrated to San Antonio and was introduced to San Antonio by way of my ex-husband who was military.
Mm-hmm.
So we got here back after in the 90s, the late 90s. Um, I was in the travel industry at that time, just to let you know. Had no idea that I was going to be in law enforcement. And at that time, I was the owner of a Uniglobe franchise,
Mm-hmm.
Uniglobe Travel, because that was my background, travel industry.
Travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So once the 9/11 hit and people stopped traveling, I knew I had to find something to help, offset the expenditures for my family. So I went to a job fair. The sheriff's office was there, and I passed the background, physical agility assessment, the written test, and here I am 24 years later.
Okay. So you just recently won an election.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Re-election.
Yes.
To me, you won what 55% of the vote.
56.
56%. To me, that's a landslide.
Thank you.
So precinct 4. Why did you choose precinct 4 to serve?
So, in order to run for office, you have to live within the area, the precinct, in order to um, declare yourself as a candidate. And so, I live in precinct 4. Have lived there for have been living here for 24 years now.
Okay.
So, decided to run for office, and I have such a huge passion to serve in such a empathetic position when it comes to community and people.
So we see you all over social media. You're very active. You're very much involved in the community, and for somebody who ran for office and somebody who's, pay attention in the community, is really good to see our elected officials involved and engaged with the constituents.
Thank you.
What gives you that passion to like wake up every day to, just want to serve?
Um, excuse me. I really have to attribute it towards, my two stints with cancer and just how many people were compassionate towards me and helped me along my journey of that. And so when I first got the ovarian cancer back in 1991, I said, okay, God, you bring me out of this, I swear for God, I'm going to do right. I don't know why I'm being punished, but I'm going to do right. And then so fast forward 2 years into serving at the sheriff's office, I got breast cancer. I said, dang, maybe I messed up. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I should be doing more. And so after the breast cancer, boy, I was on a mission. I started back in the day, it was called the Kathryn Brown Cancer Survive Foundation, and I was doing motorcycle rallies for cancer. I was doing different benefits for cancer, and just truly giving back and letting people know that if I survive, they too can survive.
So you really live like a no holds barred, just live your life and do the best you can and push it to the limits type attitude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and accountable as I'm doing it.
Accountable. And
Yes,
so we're going to
yes.
talk more about accountability and also responsibility in a little bit, but we want to know a little bit more about you. What are some of the things that make you happy when you ride around the community? What are some of the things that bring you joy?
What makes me happy is just people connecting. I love connectivity. I love to see different cultures embracing each other. I love to see different people just elevating. And I love to be the platform to help people to elevate. Does that make sense?
It does.
It's not about me, it's about what I'm paying forward to give you access to certain environments that typically you would not have access to. But because I have this platform, that's what I want to do. I want to pay it forward, to let that next individual to say that, you know what, as a result of I'm here, because I was able to get connected. Whereas before, if they didn't know anybody or didn't have those connections, they didn't have or because they're not in a certain income bracket, they weren't able to, be on certain platforms. So I want to be able to offer that.
Do you feel that your example in the community has changed the minds of people about law enforcement?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so because I always say on every interview that I've had, the title don't mean a damn thing. Excuse my French, I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Titles don't mean anything. It's your character, it's your
Right.
drive, it's your ambition, it's your heart that proves who you are. And I never want a position to ever identify who I am.
Yeah.
Because on the birth certificate it still says Kathryn.
That's right.
And when I die, that's going to say on my obituary. So, I just have to be a good steward of what God's blessed me with in terms of being the selected official.
So you believe in having integrity, doing things the right way, being accountable, and also holding others accountable is really important to do.
Not just in my professional life, but my personal life.
Right.
And if you don't live it in your personal life, I don't see how people fake the funk in their professional life. To be honest with you, that's just my thought process on that.
Do you believe that's what makes people relate to you a lot? Is that you're very down to earth and
Well, I hope so. Like I don't. If I see somebody black, they get the same kind of hug as somebody white or somebody Hispanic or somebody Asian. I don't differentiate in terms of races and whatnot. And if there's a soft rock song, I'll get out there and dance to the soft rock song. Or if there's an R&B, some Isley Brothers or some Tupac,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out there and cut it up, as well.
you were at the Drake concert and the J. Cole concert, right? How was that experience?
I was working, y'all. I promise you, I was working.
Did you get to meet Drake? Did you get to meet J. Cole?
I saw Drake and I saw J. Cole for the first time.
How was it?
Oh my God. I told my sons who are 38 and then 31, I said, how come y'all didn't tell me about J. Cole? Like, he's the substitution for Pac. He brings it to you straight. He's simplistic. He exercised simplicity. And I just loved him. I loved what he stood for. I loved his lyrics. And so as a result, I kind of lost my voice at the concert. It was the smoke and all that stuff. But it was really an eye-opener to see what people are rapping about these days and the pain and the struggles that still exist. And that just empowered me and emboldened me even more to try to be that change that our community needs.
Right.
To continue to bridge that gap between law enforcement and the community, to continue to be relatable and continue to have that open door policy. So.
And you've given a lot of people chances out here. You vouch for a lot of people out here, right?
I wouldn't say vouch. Support, yes.
I mean, support. You supported a lot of people out here, right?
Yes, because I take people for face value,
Right.
Yeah.
And see, that's not of any fault of your own because we all try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and we're gonna dive into that in a little bit. But first, what I want to do is just let everybody that's viewing us thank y'all tonight for tuning in. We're gonna read your comments tonight, so if you guys have anything to say, just put it in the chat, and I promise that I will answer your comments. I want to say what's up to Tanasha, Spring, Michelle. What's up, y'all? Y'all are on right now. We need everybody to tap in, share this live because we're gonna get into it, and like, comment, share, and just really ask real questions that you want to know. And I'm pretty sure myself or Miss Brown will answer your question. So enough with the small talk. So over the weekend there was a live by Sister Tasha Carr. Tasha Carr, she owns a business. I believe she owns a trucking business. And from what I know, she's a very lovely person, hardworking, honest person. But I tapped into the live and she was very emotional. She was like in raw form. They didn't even have on any makeup. She had a bonnet on her head, so you could tell that she was really serious about what she was saying. But a lot of what she was saying was that she, along with other business owners, were, for the better part of the word, scammed, or say like this, they were not given what they paid for. The things that they paid for, they didn't get. And so my question to you is this: is that first of all, did you see the live?
I did.
Okay, and before we get into who did what and all this, what were your overall thoughts about watching that live? Because it was on for about a good 2-3 hours.
I was disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
isn't Tasha Carr in your precinct? Doesn't she
Yeah,
live in your
she
precinct?
is she is in my precinct, and um,
Shout out to Tasha Carr.
hi Tasha.
Tasha, if you're on here, send us a like and let us know that you're here. Because we are talking about you and we're talking about your live. So tap in. But yeah, what were your overall
So
thoughts about that?
I know Tasha. I'll tell you about my involvement with her. I do a lot of the stuff with veterans and out in the community, and Tasha is a veteran, and she gives back so much with her what is it called, the slingshots, for nonprofits and kids going to the prom and things of that nature. She's a huge impact when it comes to being a hard, earnest businesswoman and also giving back at the same time. So I really appreciate everything she's done, and we've again crossed each other's paths within Precinct 4, and she lives there as well. I really appreciate who she is and what she stands for. And much like myself, I'm your accountable constable. I will definitely admit when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? And so, because I'm that way and wired that way, I expect that out of my troops and just any dealings that I have within the community.
Yeah.
So that's Tasha. She's accountable, and she's like me. We're very transparent. Speaker mind.
Yeah, and I kind of, when I looked at the live, I had mixed emotions. So I'm finna just be fully transparent. According to the live, she and other business owners felt like that they got scammed by I guess Nika Cleaver. And I know Nika Cleaver. I mean, I know her around the community. I ran against her doing city council, and I've known her for a while. And so when I heard that she was being called out for essentially scamming people, I had to tap in because one, it's my community. Two, like I support small businesses, and three, my question was, why was she allowed, or how was she allowed to like get away with this and stuff like that? And so one of the questions I had was, is somebody gonna press charges? And Tasha responded like, no, it's not this and that.
So my next question was,
Didn't city officials and law enforcement support her? And I mean, that's a legit question. And that's when me and Miss Brown connected. And Miss Brown, she one thing I love about people is people who admit to things that may not have may not look right in the eyes of the community. And one thing Miss Brown did, she called me up and she said, "Mr. Perry, I saw your question on there, so I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna let you explain exactly kind of
Oh yeah.
that relationship, how y'all got to know each other, how you saw something in her that made you want to support what she did, and when you first saw the red flags."
So I did meet Nika on my campaign trail. It was as a result of Joe McCall. Joe McCall was one of the individuals that
Late
was.
Joe McCall.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Joe
Rest in
McCall.
peace, Joe. She's the one who introduced me to her and thought that she would be a good way for me to get out in the community and meet new people and whatnot. And I actually really liked Nika. We had a lot in common in terms of marketing and just wanting to give back to the community, and so we had that connection in terms of serving Precinct 4. And like I told you, and yes, I can see how you came and arrived at, well, gosh gosh darn it, all these people are being seated at the table with her and being featured with her, so she must be of a great
Legit.
caliber, of the legit person.
Right.
And so I can definitely see how you arrived at that, because you're not the only person who said that. But let me go back to when I saw the first red flag. Well, I'm a cop. I'm the precinct 4 constable. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to let a constituent come to me and have a complaint within my community and allow it to fall on deaf ears.
So you had people that came to you and complained about Nika?
Yes.
Okay, and then
Yes.
your response was what?
So some of the ones complained, and they were too afraid to bring it to the forefront simply because they see me seated at the table with her. They see Judge Peter Sakai seated at the table with her. Commissioner Calvert has assisted her.
I mean the
No, Commissioner Calvert. We all have.
Tommy, okay,
yeah,
everybody.
and I'm not saying nothing bad about my fellow public
Right.
officials, because they weren't aware of
Right.
what I have been exposed to in terms of information. So the judges and we all supported Nika, but they had no idea what was going on behind the scenes, but I did. And it happened last year when a constituent brought it to my attention that they felt that there were some faulty business practices and they wanted some type of solutions, to that. How can they go about holding Nika and Beatrice Davis accountable?
Beatrice
Davis. That's
Who-
Nika's business partner.
That's her business partner.
That is correct.
Okay.
And so basically I said, that is not my area of responsibility nor skill set. So I will patch you into someone who can probably assist you with this problem. So I called Renee Watson. And it was me.
She's the one that Renee Watson sets you up with the businesses, the small business center.
She is,
right.
yes, she is
Community
my
advocate.
correct,
Yeah.
my community advocate, and she specializes in business.
Good woman.
Yeah, so I patched her into Renee Watson, and Renee Watson told Nika at the time that she shouldn't be practicing within the faulty business sector.
Now, when you say faulty business, what do you specifically
So
mean?
basically, what she was doing is illegal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she have an EIN number?
I don't know.
Was she in the comptroller's? Was she on the comptroller's file? Was she had like you can go to the comptroller, look her up, and see that her business was active.
That I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know. Again, I'm giving it to you real. I'm giving you the facts in terms of what occurred on my watch as a public official and the complaint that was brought to my attention.
Okay.
And again, I brought Renee Watson in as a third party because that's her skill set, and she did not agree with Nika's business practices at that time.
And then Nika's response was, if you don't, I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah. So I don't know what transpired after that, but I can say that the live mimicked what was brought to my attention.
Yeah.
So it's still going on.
So was that the only red flag that you saw? Or did you have more constituents
Yes.
coming to you? So that's another red flag. More constituents were still
Yes.
coming, even after warning her.
That is correct. So
Okay.
last year, when someone came to me with factual information, to be honest with you, that's when I pull back. Because one thing I can't do is be attached to someone who's practicing within that realm and not trying to remedy the problem.
Right.
Again, Nika is a great person. Beatrice Davis, I don't know what her background is. To this day, like I told the constituent that brought the attention to my door, I said, when you go to these seminars, do you have a history of the person that's actually giving the seminar? Do you know their background? Do you know their educational level? We have got to stop just truly believing in individuals and start vetting our connections, because, I mean, you can only blame Nika, Beatrice Davis for so long, but we also have to have a responsibility as a potential business owner to vet who it is that we're getting in contact with. Now, me as a public official, how can I not have my personal life together, in my personal life, prior to getting into the law enforcement sector or becoming an elected official, who am I to tell you how to live your life when my stuff is shoddy at home?
Right. Exactly.
So I have to live by example. I have to make sure that my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed at all times before I go tapping into your livelihoods and trying to hold you accountable for something. And that's the same thing that we have to do as potential business owners. We got to hold everybody accountable.
Right.
You know, just like you go for a job, you want to know all their benefits, right? You want to know
Exactly.
what that job offers, right? That's the same thing you need to be doing when it comes to this business sector.
Yeah.
You need to look at their resume. What do they have to offer? Are they stable? You know, what are they doing in their personal life to entrust me to give you my funding, my last, light bill so that I can, a business started.
So, oh,
And I'm sorry, I'm just real passionate
no,
about
no, no.
this.
That's all right, and that's what we need in our community. We don't have enough of that. Everybody needs to be passionate when it comes to their business and when it comes to their future, because we always talk about generational wealth. We
Yes.
always talk about leaving something for the next
That is
generation.
correct.
How can you do that if there are people out here stealing your dreams and taking away your finances and not being held accountable? And so for me, Constable, were you ever aware of like the, I guess, the business mentor class that they were holding?
Yes, I was.
According to the live, Miss Carr, and shout out to Tasha. I saw you got on. Shout out to Chrissy, Jamrock Harrison. Shout out to Jackie. Shout out to everybody that's on here right now. Ray, shout out to you too. So a lot of these people that are on the live have been either affected by Nika, or they know her, or they know somebody like her. So this business thing that they were doing, I think it's called the Black Business Essay. And I looked at the membership chart. I guess it's like 3 tiers, and what you're supposed to get for each tier. And I heard Tasha saying that they were charging $1,500, and then they would charge somebody else $300, or they wouldn't charge nobody else, or they'll charge somebody a bag of chips and a soda to be in the business class. And so basically what I'm saying is that they were not treating everybody the same, and the things that they were promising, they were not delivering on. And so, were you aware of these types of things that were going on as far as
Those are the
like,
complaints that I was getting from people that are within my community. And basically, I would refer those individuals to Renee Watson because that's her area of specialty. And as for me, I just started pulling back
yeah,
because I did not want to be affiliated with that. I have had conversations with Nika, and I have had conversations with Beatrice Davis, who was very hostile during the conversation. So when I saw Tasha Carr's video and her describing how Beatrice was, I believed her because I heard it for myself.
okay.
And so did Renee Watson.
Okay, we're gonna pause right there and take a commercial break. We're gonna be right back, and we're gonna continue to dive into this because we have a lot of issues in our community that needs to be addressed. But this one tonight is really important because there's a lot of small business owners that I respect, and I respect the local business owners. And we're gonna advocate for you tonight. I'm with my special guest, Precinct 4 Constable Kathryn Cat Brown. If y'all got any questions for her, please feel free to like, comment, and just share. Just keep sharing, and we will be back in a minute. Thank you. Welcome back to Bold Conversations. I'm your host,
Walter Perry.
with my special guest, Precinct 4 Constable Kathryn Cat Brown. Just a while ago, you was talking about Renee Watson and, just this whole debacle with Nika. I'm really, really disappointed that Nika chose to do this because, she was is somebody that is a staple in the community. She has been a part of the community, and I respect Nika, but I don't respect what she did, and I don't think nobody wants to see her get hurt. But then at the same time, you can't be playing with people's
Accountability.
you can't be playing with people's money and people's lives like that. And a lot of y'all out here, have probably been affected and don't want to say anything because it's embarrassing to get finessed out here. Especially if somebody finessed you real without without much effort, and that is not a good feeling when you give up $1,500, $15. If somebody finessed you, that's something that it's hard to it's hard to get rid of. And so when it comes to, you know, when she was getting all this support, I saw her getting support from HEB. I saw her getting support from, the city, the county, different organizations and stuff like that. And she's taking pictures with a lot of people. And if my producers can pull it up, we can look at the type of support that she was getting. So it's not like she was out here not getting support. Can y'all hear me now? Cause somebody said they can't hear me. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me out there. Can y'all hear me? Somebody hit a yes if y'all can hear me. Yeah, so in case y'all can't hear me, so if you look, these are, they're putting out, events. Stop right there with that that exclusive membership thing if you can. Because that's the, I guess, that's the little thing that they were using. And if you look at all the people that supported her, I'm not blaming the public officials because a lot of them, they didn't know. They saw somebody in the community supposedly wanting to help everybody, but they had ulterior motives. And so, even some of these business owners, when I was talking to them and I said, why did y'all let her finesse y'all like that? And one business owner was telling me, hey, look, we saw Nika with, the constable. We saw Nika with the mayor. We saw Nika with all these officials. So we thought she was legit. So when I thought about it, I said, man, you know what? I really can't be mad at y'all because if I saw somebody getting all that support and I would think that they were legit too. Unfortunately, Nika used that clout. She used those connections in the wrong way, and she took advantage. And if you look right here at the BBSA exclusive membership, they have copper. They have a copper, silver, and gold. And if you guys can see that, you see the different types of things that you're supposed to be getting. And you see the prices, 175, 500, and 1500. So I think that's what Tasha Carr was talking about. They were talking about the 1500. And so the 1500, that's a lot of money to come up off of when we just came out of a pandemic. We're living in a state of inflation, and things cost so much. Nobody has the spendable income like that. So when people make an investment, they're looking to get something out of it. And unfortunately, based off that live, a lot of those business owners did not get what they were supposed to. But back to Miss Brown, you saw the pictures of all the support that Nika was getting. You also was a really big supporter of Nika.
Yes, it was.
How important is, the responsibility of elected officials when it comes to things like that? What's their responsibility?
Let me just say this.
Or look, let me ask you this: Do you feel like the elected officials are responsible for Nika running wild like this and doing what she was doing? Do you feel like they own a level of responsibility for this?
I don't know if any other fellow elected official was made aware of what's going on. and had the receipts like I did. Because I know sometimes, as an elected official, people will come to you all the times with various complaints and such. But unless they have, for me, the receipts, and I'm sure that's how my fellow elected officials are, it just goes on in one ear and out the other. Especially when you still see the person out there thriving, especially when you see that they're still, on the news, getting publicity and such. So, again, I got the receipts. I saw it for myself. I had the conversation with Beatrice, Nika's business partner.
How did that go?
It was very unprofessional.
What do you mean? Can you talk about that?
She was very unprofessional, and Renee Watson was on a three-way with me, thank God, to see exactly the lack thereof professionalism that exists in BBSA as a result of the company that Nika's keeping. And I personally told Nika, you need to be careful with her. You need to be careful with her. Beatrice Davis had no platform. She had no connections, no nothing until she met Nika Cleaver. And as a result of, she is running amok in Precinct 4.
Wow.
As a result of that connection, the bullying tactics, the negative talk that Beatrice has given towards these women that have been complaining, and I believe every last one of them because I witnessed it myself.
Yeah.
I witnessed it myself, and I'm talking on principle right now. I'm telling you what I know, and I'm telling you what I witnessed, and I'm telling you what I saw. So it's up to the elected officials at this point in time if they want to continue to partner with them. I'm putting this disclaimer out there. Bad business.
So, elected officials, we're not accusing you of anything. But however, if you want to come on the show and talk about your experience, we'll be more than welcome to, we're not going to get you on here and be like, oh, got you. Because we know that elected officials, y'all do the best to uphold the trust of the public.
That is correct.
And when elected officials have suspicion from the public, then that causes suspicion all the way around. And when you have somebody like Nika doing what she's doing, and then you see her standing with an elected official, some people can look at that and go, see, man, that's why I don't like, that's why I don't like voting for people, and that's why I can't really trust nobody. And, we don't want that. We want our community thriving. We want to trust our elected officials. We want to feel good about the people that we vote in and the people that we let run in our community. And, Tasha Carr, she's a big bully. Okay. Unprofessional, drunk all the time. BBSA is a scam. See, there's a lot of people that, are speaking out now. And so we want to hold people accountable, but we're not pointing the finger at any elected officials. So I just want to say that again. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody, but I am proud that Ms. Brown, took the onus to say, look, hey, I did support her, but, I saw some things that wasn't right. And, I stepped back and, I'm not afraid to say anything. And that's what you want out your elected officials. You want your elected officials to, be accountable and then also speak up and speak out. And you can't do nothing but respect someone like Ms. Brown. But for the small businesses out here who have been affected by Nika, what can they do, to help themselves? Because, a lot of these business owners saying, I don't have no money to sue. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't want that attention on me, but I do want something done. What can I do?
So I did speak to Renee Watson about this, and she said basically, and what she offered to one of the constituents was a mediation.
Mediation?
Yes, there is a mediation format that you can utilize within the county if you feel that a particular business within Bexar County has wronged you.
Okay.
And I will say that constituent did use that format. She did reach out to BBSA, but BBSA declined to mediate.
Why?
I don't know.
Probably because it's a scam?
I don't know. But another way is through the Better Business Bureau.
Right.
And from the state side, I don't know, from the comptroller you were talking about, I don't know how they can go that route. And also, if you want, there's Precinct 4 small claims. You can file a small claim suit at Precinct 4.
Right. Okay, so shout out to Ray Ray. As a matter of fact, Ray has a petition. If y'all can, I don't know if you guys seen that link. If y'all see a link, it's a change.org petition. You guys can sign that petition, so that way we can hold Nika further accountable on these types of things, and uh, any other person that's doing questionable things in the community. And accountability is everything. You're right. Shout out to Sherry Braxton. That's your
Sherry
road dog,
Braxton.
right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, how you doing? Man, you just became friends the other day, so welcome to the community. Uh, this is a community issue, and we are family, and we have to protect one another. We have to speak up for each other, and we have to make sure that these things don't happen. And shout out to Tasha Carr for,
Yes, a big shout out.
lighting his fuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you are the one. You the real MVP, ma.
Yes.
You the one who jumped up here, and you took the bull by the horns, and you started, speaking up and speaking out, and it's really, really, invigorated me to like get out here and to speak up too, and to really be an advocate for you. So Tasha Carr, thank you so much.
Yes.
Also, Kiati, thank you for going on to the live.
Yes.
Thank you for Q Jackson, Ray Jackson, for all y'all do. And thank you to all the business owners out there who are really trying hard to do business the right way, and
And
not take advantage of people.
may I say something, Alvin? To any major corporation out there, if you could please step up and offer some type of compensation. I know a lot of people were out of money, according to them. And if they can give you receipts as to how they were wronged, if you can offer some type of grant for them, something that they don't have to pay back, please do. I don't know how we can set that up to kind of revitalize Precinct 4. But if you are a major corporation out there and you can offer something to these small business entities to give them a jump start back into their dream of having a business, that would be awesome.
Yes. And I second that. And also, if there's a business out here who really needs help, like if you need to set up a nonprofit, set up an LLC, learn about the comptroller's office, because that's one of the ways you can find out if somebody's really in business. Just go to the comptroller website, type in the name of the business, and all the information is going to come out, and it's going to say it's either active or is not in existence because tax compliance. The comptroller is like the IRS of the state. So we don't have state tax, but we have sales tax. So you have to report that every year. So if you made money, you report the sales tax that you made. If you didn't, you say no tax due, and you turn that in. It's just as simple as that. If you do that, they give you 3 years to do it. So there's really no excuse. If you don't do it after 3 years, they take your business down. So that's why, like a lot of people have to do due diligence out here. But Ms. Brown, we're gonna go a little bit more social with this, because this goes a lot deeper than just somebody going into the community. This is somebody preying on emotions. They're preying on your color. They're preying probably on your gender, and they know all the things that make this community tick, and they're using it to take advantage of people. So I'm just gonna be straight up. Do you believe that a lot of people have not said anything about Nika because she's a black woman?
I have had some men tell me that had it been a black man, that they would have been eaten alive.
I believe that.
I have had them tell me this.
I'm telling you that.
Okay.
If that was me doing this, if this was Walter Perry doing this, I probably have a case right now.
So it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be gender specific, because wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong, right?
Regardless of the gender, regardless of the pigmentation of your skin, wrong is wrong. And I will also like to challenge my fellow elected officials out there to help me hold these types of individuals accountable. Our phone number should be in existence. And by the way, I am connected with my community, because when I ran for office, my personal number was on my card.
Oh,
I've never changed my personal number. That's how I stay in tune with the community. And Constable Kathryn Brown, the accountable constable, answers her phone. Okay, so that's how I know a lot of stuff. And I'm not picking up the phone to ask for your vote. And then once I get in the office, I scale back and
Right.
not provide you resources. Nor am I not. Nor am I afraid to get out here and attack issues such as this. I know they probably gonna talk about me, but they talked about Jesus Christ.
They did.
You know, so who am I? But yeah, we have to be out here in the forefront and not be so concerned with, am I going to lose some votes as a result of it?
Yeah.
We need to hit the pavement and the ground and stand up for our constituents.
Well, we got 11,007 and it's growing, 11.7K. So, everybody's tapped in tonight and I'm glad. I want to go to the live feed and I want to shout out Briseda Bethencourt. She is a lawyer. She deals with contracts. She's a contract lawyer. And she says the Secretary of State would allow you to search LLCs in the state of Texas and see if a business is in good standing or not, if they exist. That's right. And then Michelle Thomas, B. Michelle. What's up, B. Michelle? They say it takes 2 years or less if you don't file your franchise tax. That's right. So the Secretary of State, actually like this, if you're not in compliance with the comptroller, your business on the Secretary of State is not going to be in existence either. It's going to automatically like go in non-existence.
Has anybody done the due diligence as of now, while we're talking?
And that's why and that's why I'm trying to tell y'all need to learn how to do due diligence on people. Learn how to go to these websites. Learn how to look up people. Learn, like, asking for an EIN number. If they're a nonprofit, you can go to the IRS website and look them up. You can go to Gold Star and look them up. A lot of these things are, you can look them up within 5 or 10 minutes. It's like 2 minutes if you just take the time. If we can get on social media and post and stuff like that, you can take the time to do due diligence. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to shout out Briseda Bethencourt. She is a lawyer that's willing to help any business or anybody understand contracts, anything like the staying in compliance with your business. Reach out to her. She will help you. She's a good person. And so we want to, create an ecosystem of support for our small business. We know how important small businesses are in San Antonio. They're the lifeblood of the city. Without our small businesses, like, this city does not exist. But within this ecosystem, there's black businesses that are trying to come up and people are trying to do better. And so when we have predators, whether it be Nika, whether it be anybody else who come into the community and they don't have the best things, they don't have the best intentions at heart, it hurts us all. So, as a constable, and running your elections, how important was it for you to run the cleanest election possible and to run an election where people see your integrity and people don't question you and say, oh, she even though she won, she still got dirt on her.
So, I paid my way. A lot of people thought I was crazy for paying for my first election. I paid for my primary, I paid for my runoff, and I paid for my general election. I don't answer to nobody. Nobody can tell me, and I've been threatened before, if you don't do XYZ, you're going to miss out on X amount of votes. If you don't walk this line, you're not going to get reelected. I don't care. Because the person that I'm accountable for is my constituents and my troops. And I got to lead by example. And thank God I learned somewhat of financial responsibility when I was coming up. And thank God I invested into real estate and I was able to pay my way. And unfortunately, some of my fellow public officials, and I'm not saying all of them, but when you rely upon all these people out here for certain votes in certain pockets and certain PACs and such, you're indebted to that person. And how do you stand up for somebody within that entity that's doing wrong? Do you understand what I mean? So I feel good. I sleep well at night because I paid my way. And I will continue to sleep well at night because I am an accountable person. I have to turn in a financial public statement.
A finance report.
Yes,
Yeah.
every year. So my stuff is out there on blast.
Right.
You know what I'm doing. You know who I'm about. You know what I'm made of. And the same practice should be in the business sector. When you're going to vet for some type of partnerships, you need to know exactly what they do and how they carry themselves independently of the business and how they carry themselves in the business. And if those two aren't identical, you need to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's just me. Just like the stocks, you want to see how they returning, right? So the same thing applies in business.
Exactly.
It's no different.
So you also have experience in the real estate market
Yes,
as well,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so your experience in the real estate market, you know that there's do's and don'ts, in that world, and we know how important it is to be a good steward when it comes to not only showing people homes but putting people in the best locations and stuff. Same with this in the community. When you have somebody who is supposed to be like a business mentor or showing you stuff, you are trusting these people to put you in the right positions and put you in the right locations so that way you're not messed over.
And you have to be cognizant of the broker and the people that you have in your circle of influence. Because if I have somebody in my circle of influence that's not treating my clientele right, I got to reevaluate my circle of influence. I got to reevaluate my clique, if you will, in terms of my real estate business. So that's what I see has been a major breakdown when it comes to Nika.
Yeah.
She's not removing people who are causing harm to this community within her circle.
Or she's not removing it within herself. So let's go to the chat. We're gonna read some of the comments. A lot of you guys been commenting. Go down some more. So yeah, stop right there. Tia Gibson, Monster Moms. Go down, right there. Tia, Monster Moms Inc. will help anyone that needs to complete their LLC or nonprofit status. And will help as well. That's good. Thank you, Monster Moms and Tia. I know you real well. Antoinette Lakey, connect with established business such as the Shields family, Stephanie Gray. Both of these very established women will mentor and help. Oh yes, Miss Shields, she owns the McDonald's. Miss Lakey used to be the manager of my daughter at the McDonald's. So shout out to y'all and what y'all do for McDonald's. And yeah, please go to people who are established, who know what they're doing, and don't just go to people just because they have the same skin color as you. Michelle,
Or
popularity. And Michelle, you have to protect your brand. Exactly. Your name is everything in your business. Once your name is dirt, your business is dirt. So you got to protect your brand at all costs. Thank you, B. Michelle. Get with B. Michelle if you want to know anything about branding and, just doing mixers and, getting out there and meeting the right types of businesses out there. Shout out to B. Michelle. Briseda Bethencourt, y'all need to holler at her. She does contracts, trademarks, and copyrights. She's happy to help. Rod Washington, all right. See, I like that. See, I like that connecting on there. The Bethencourt Law Firm, hit them up. Hey, Briseda, hit me up. Hit me up. I need that. I need that solicitation fee. So hit me up on that. Let me see. Rod Washington, Hubert Brown. Hubert Brown, what's up, Ball Hogs? Shout out to Ball Hogs Barbecue. I've been there. They got some real good barbecue. Hubert Brown, that's a good brother. Shout out to Stephanie Hall Furman. What's up? Ray, shout out. Let me see what Ray said. Scroll down. I wouldn't be shouting out all these names because some of these people you just named is shady. Ask Nika because they still run with her. You know what? If you're that person that's on here and I shouted you out, hey, hopefully, this will make you change your business because if not, your name is going to get out here. So, Ray, who should not be shouting out? It don't matter. I'm going to shout y'all out because I want everybody to, do good. We want the community to do good. And just because you made a mistake don't mean you can't get it together. Shout out to Robert Brooks, Bless you too, my brother. You still got the barbecue shop? Let me know. I'm gonna stop by there. Cedric Bellamy, what's up, boy? These boys here, they always do me good. Number one independent mass media company. Y'all need to holler at that boy, man. Yeah, network. So, guys, we got 11.7 up in here. And you guys are being active tonight, and we love y'all. We want the best for the community. We don't want to see anybody hurt. We don't want to see anyone being taken advantage of, but we don't want to be taken for fools. You know what I'm saying? We want to be treated with respect, and we want to see a return on our investment. And the best way to do that is to get with the best people possible. What's up, Ian Furman? What's up, my brother? You good? I'm gonna holler at you on Friday, bro. I'll come back on Friday, so I'm gonna holler at you. Anybody else? Anybody else on there? So we're gonna get back to. Thank you, brother. Robert Woods. Thank you. I'm proud of you too, brother. What's up, Cedric? What's good with you? Oh, he talking to Ian. So Miss Brown, not only is she an advocate, she's a very fun person. I've seen you around town, and I've seen you in so many places. Like, how do you stay connected with the community so much? Like what is it? What's the thing that keeps you so connected to the people?
Again, just answering my phone, answering the call, just being present. There's a little community room that I have on the side of my office, and I will extend this out because I want to revitalize our precinct, and I want to give every small business an opportunity. But I have on my website, on if you type in Constable Kathryn Brown and look up the Bexar County website, there is a community room request. And I would be more than happy to allow you to have meetings there, do like business strategies there, conduct a class there, whatever you need to grow your business. I would like to extend that to you to help out. I've had startup companies that have come there, financial literacy classes that have been held there. I've done my cardio with the constable for free, the cooking with the constable for free. So I want to be able to offer that to you guys because I know brick and mortar is so expensive. So that's how I stay connected, just by, whatever resources I have, just by giving them to individuals that are in need, and if I don't have the answer, just like I talked to Renee Watson, I'll get the answers to the questions that are outside of my skill set.
Yeah. And shout out to Renee Watson.
Yeah,
she's been a staple in the community for a long time, and Renee Watson has mentored me. I've been around Renee, and I saw the remarkable work from doing voting rights, helping people in the community, and she's always open to helping. She's a wealth of information. She's a no nonsense person, so don't go trying to play around.
That's why I love her.
She's no nonsense. So when you go to Renee Watson, make sure you're about business. You know what I'm saying? And so shout out to Renee Watson. But I also want to say again, shout out to Tasha Carr.
Yes, Tasha.
Baby girl.
Oh.
God is shining on you.
Yes.
And I want to tell you, thank you so much for bringing that live and bringing everybody together.
Yes.
And just bringing this moment together. And again, it's not just we trying to attack one person.
No.
We're attacking the issue.
Yes.
That needs to be addressed. And it's that some people feel like they're in a situation where they see I guess suckers or gullible people. And, people are going through certain situations and they feel like, man, I can get over on this person. Or they may be going through some personal things that may cause them to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put my values to the side and I'm going to do this. And so that's what we're addressing. We're addressing people who choose to dabble in those types of things. And we want to address something in our community that has been plaguing us. How, as a community, can we be held responsible or be taken seriously when we don't hold people responsible in our own community? Like, you don't think other people are watching? You don't think our other communities are watching us and saying, like, man, they letting popcorn game being popped on them. And so when we try to go for the big money, they're not going to take us seriously because they see that we're dealing with, you know, not being educated, not properly educated, not doing due diligence, not staying in compliance, and always find hazy methods to get a dollar. And that's not what we want from our businesses. You know, we want everybody, to be in a position where they can leave something for their families, and live the best life possible. Let's look at a few more of the chats real quick, and then
What does Crystal say?
Chris, let me see. I got you. Go down. Yeah,
Let me put my
we love
glasses
her commitment to the community. She talks to us. Her officers are always out. That's Antoinette Lecky that says that about you.
Thank you. Thank you, Antoinette.
Jackie Mixon Johnson, Kat is a genuine person that reverberates with people. She does. She's very
Appreciate
infectious.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like I'm crazy about her already. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Justina Gonzalez, shout out Renee.
Mel.
She's
Hi,
amazing.
Mel.
Mel Brown Heinz. That's her name, Heinz.
Yes.
Kat is amazing. Her heart is for the community. Candace K. Merritt. If you guys need help with a brick and mortar, I have an honest business as a commercial advisor. Happy to answer any questions. Y'all get with her now. Gwendolyn Morgan. What's up, Gwendolyn? That's my alum from Texas A&M.
Oh, thank you, Gwendolyn. She put the community room request. Thank you, ma'am.
That's what's up. Gwendolyn's a good person. Let me see. Crystal Royal. Thank you, Cap, for your transparency.
Thank you, Crystal.
It is refreshing to hear from a public official. Hey, Crystal. Justina Gonzalez. There's another issue that needs to be addressed with this much outrage. Walter, I need the community to be outraged at that situation. Hey, get with me, Justina. Let's talk about it, and we'll definitely bring it up to the show. We not scared. Tasha Carr, baby girl, you're an angel.
Yes, Tasha, we love you,
I
girl.
will be live Friday with my resolution. Tune in. Yes, ma'am. I will be tapped in.
Hey, Veronica.
Hey, girl. Veronica Shields with her. Cat Brown, tell the community about the partnership we have together with the Records on the Run. Scroll down. Records on the Run. We host at McDonald's quarterly where the public can get public records.
We sure do. They can actually start their business right there in the parking lot of McDonald's. So
What McDonald's? Oh, 5700 Walls
she
Road.
has it there. Yes.
April 11th.
Yes.
Guys, Veronica Shields, y'all need to friend request her, follow her or something like that. She has some information that we can use. So April 11th, 7 a.m. to noon, 5700 Walsham Road. If you want to start a business and sign up to get an LLC, be there.
And if you need any business information or business mentorship, Veronica Shields is your girl. She is definitely doing the legitimacy when it comes to being accountable with her business.
If you need business cards, my go-to person is Tanya Swain, Designs You Envy. I swear by her. She is very professional. Her work is good, and her prices are really, really nice. So y'all holla at Tanya Swain. I vouch for Tanya Swain. I like she is the best as far as my book. Ray got something to say. Some people create businesses to assist with their community initiatives. So when you take from these businesses, sometimes you take from people beyond the owner's household. It's already hard. Exactly, Ray. A lot of these business owners, they are taking their last to fund the dream. And when you go to somebody and you take something, you're taking away, part of their dream. And a lot of people, they're already afraid to even jump out there. And, if you don't have somebody who's working with them and really being honest with them, that can cause them to not ever want to go in business again. And then that's one less minority-owned, women-owned business or veteran-owned business. So we got to think about these things when we are, in our community trying to get buy-in for certain stuff. And God forbid, we have, people who just out here saying that they're doing business, but they really not. You don't have an EIN number. You're not filing taxes. And that's another thing. You're taking cash from these businesses. And I don't know if Nika's filing taxes or not. I hope she is. I hope Beatrix, that's her name, Beatrix? I hope they're filing taxes with the money that they're getting, because that's what good businesses do. It's those types of things right there that, in the long run, when we look and we say, oh, why aren't black people getting businesses with the city? Why isn't the county doing business with us? It's stuff like this. And a lot of it just comes down to, all you got to do is just do a little due diligence, and you'll see. But if you're a victim and you've been a victim, you need to reach out. You need to reach out to either Briseda Bethencourt. You need to get with Miss Brown to get more information on how that process goes, on how to get relief, or
Small business claims.
small business claims, and
Small business suits.
yeah, and really start sending the message to these scammers and people who don't have our best interests at heart. And so for me, it's taken me 20 years to get the reputation that I have. And there's no way that I'm going to put all the hard work that I put into my business, I'm not going to put it on the line for just a few dollars like that. And so I really hope any business out there, don't do that. Don't use hazy methods to get by. Work hard. You know what I'm saying? And if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. At least you played the game right. You know what I'm saying? And so, Miss Brown, I'm gonna ask you a few more questions before we take a break, and then we're gonna come back to close out the show. Uh, do you believe that this community will recover from something like this? And if so, what is your vision for the future? Like what are your hopes for the future, and then what do you hope to see?
I'm really hoping that fellow elected officials will band together to help, again, remedy the problem in terms of providing resources for these business owners, trying to get some of these corporate companies to, filter our precinct with grants, to help them jumpstart. Because, unfortunately, what we're seeing is that desperate people are seeking desperate measures. Mm-hmm. And I hope to remedy that, again, by just, building connections with, I guess, the business sector. I just joined the Global Chamber of Commerce, I believe.
That's
and
with
so
Christopher Herring.
That's correct.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
shout out to Christopher Herring.
So just by joining those different entities and whatnot, and just learning what's new out there, because yes, we are in law enforcement, but when different constituents bring problems to the forefront, I think that we should be researching, companies out there that can be of assistance. Mm-hmm. So, this wasn't easy. Let me be very, very frank and very, very, very transparent. This was not easy, but you hear it once, you see the facts, and then there's another issue that comes to the forefront, such as Tasha Carr's life, that co-signs the first incident that I was exposed to. Mm-hmm. It's facts.
Yeah.
And one thing, I'm not going to get out here and speak on something that I have not seen and that I have not heard. Mm-hmm. So and I actually had a conversations with the people involved to see that there's some inequities there. So again, once I learned of it, I pulled back. Just kind of chilled out a minute to see if there was going to be any change, and there hasn't been.
Are there any businesses that you want to shout out that are doing good business?
I have to give a shout out to Women Unlimited, Brenda, and I will tell you, if Brenda's on here, even she and I, when I first went over to Women Unlimited, and I saw some little personality conflicts and stuff like that, I addressed it, and it was resolved. I will always be a woman of transparency and honesty, and I like what they're doing. And that just goes to show with Women Unlimited, Brenda's been in business just going at this strong just for not even 5 years. And she has just expanded tremendously. And it wasn't as a result of black, white. It's a multicultural.
Hard work and her determination. And,
yes.
And just doing it the right way.
Yes,
right.
Yes. And if some people are within that entity and they're not happy, speak up.
Right.
Or if you see something, say something and do something. If it's of an illegal,
right.
On an illegal platform, but we just got to be honest, and there's so many people out here that have been walking on eggshells when it comes to BBSA for so long, and it's time to speak up and do something about it. Again, Tasha Carr really opened up my eyes in a sense that I need to, let my public officials know that this is what's going on. People are not coming forward because they see you, me, and everybody else smiling with somebody who's harming the community. So they're not going to come forward, So I'm saying it. It's not right. It's wrong on every level. And us as public officials need to do something about it.
Let's go to the chat real quick because we got a lot of people commenting. They love you, Kat.
Oh, wow.
Boy, you came and broke my live. Scroll down. Ooh, you did better than comedians.
Wow.
Scroll down some more. Scroll down some more. Let me see. Oh no, go up. No. Go up. Okay, right there where Ray Ray is at. Right there. Some people create businesses. No. Go up. Ian. Yes, let's keep standing up for what's right. And our people, let's keep supporting the good people and calling out the bad ones. No, I saw you post something else just a while ago, Ian. Antoinette Lakey, 5700 Walsham Road. That's the McDonald's, right? Yes. Facts. Ray, because my husband works, he does. Crystal Roy, not just business, but the companies that are trying to support businesses. It makes it hard. It does make it hard. Ian, okay. Please be aware of Antoine Xavier Tolson and Dr. Milton Harris and others associated with them. Let me see. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. Protect yourself and your business and businesses. You know what? I know those guys. And if they're out there doing that, they're going to get exposed too. So, hey, y'all, the community is not afraid. The community is not afraid anymore. And people are going to speak up. People are going to speak out because lives are being affected every day. And so you guys, man, that are out there doing it, y'all need to chill out. So, Tasha Carr, I agree, it wasn't easy. No, it's not easy to talk about that because there's a lot of shame and guilt. There's a lot of anger, associated with that. Somebody told me getting finesse is almost like getting sexually assaulted. It's that feeling of shame, like, man, like, how did this happen to me? And, why did they do it to me? I trusted this person. I trusted them with my life savings, and they took advantage of me. Like, we've all been cheated before. I've been cheated before, and it doesn't feel good. It makes you want to bust people upside their head.
And you know what else? If you don't mind, Walter, if I say this, there's so many attachments to certain businesses that are not operating properly, and because there's a financial benefit as an attachment to this business, they don't want to say anything.
So you saying people are getting kickbacks to let this happen?
That was also brought to my attention, and I'm like, oh my God, so you rather just continue to get your kickback versus to stand up for what's right. So that's another issue that's going on that we have.
And see, that's the thing right there where, again, not you, like, definitely not you. Like, nobody better not say nothing about you. Somebody say anything about Kat Brown.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm
Again, they
no,
talked about Jesus Christ, so go ahead.
You say Kat, you even look like you finna say Kat, I'm dropping you. So, like,
no.
Like, but there are, if that's the case, maybe that's why a lot of so-called public officials not really speaking out, or some of these so-called community leaders are not speaking out because some may be benefiting. And, Dara Boy says she's, and Nick is about to get honored. I think he's getting ready to say Nick is about to get honored. If that's so, I guess. Okay. Ray says, wait, hold on, let me see. Oh, Candace married. Let me see. Bottom line, Q Jackson worked hard to provide for his nonprofit football. Oh, shout out to Bexar County Panthers. Man, I almost forgot my boy. Shout out to the Bexar County Panthers football team, man.
Go Panthers!
Support Q Jackson. Y'all need to send y'all kids to him, man. That's a good brother right there. He's the reason why I got this cold haircut right now. That's why I look so good on cameras. Q Jackson, you want a good haircut? Hit up Q Jackson. That's my boy right there.
I met them early on real quick when I was campaigning. I was just going around from different businesses, different doors, knocking on doors and stuff. And I met Q like back in, 2019, I believe. So, yeah.
Yeah, he used to be a part of this group called the Chocolate Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's chocolate,
Okay, Ray, I see you.
He
I
can't
see
dance,
why, Ray.
So, Candace Merritt, that's good. Thank you for standing up for what's right, Cat Brown. I'm sure it was difficult. I commend you.
Thank
Justina
you.
Gonzalez, yes, Ian Furman. Yes, Ian, thank you for posting that. Yes, I will read it. I ain't scared. Cedric, the community is standing on business. That's right, brother, standing on business. Support that brother's record. He got a CD out called Standing on Business. Y'all need to support that brother. It's on iTunes. It's on Apple Music. Y'all need to support this brother. Ray, Cat has supported our kids from the beginning, and we appreciate it so much. You're on that website.
Thank you. I am?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
You're on that website as a...
Thank you, Ray.
I actually did that website, and I put the picture on there. So, yeah, you are on there.
Okay, Ray, he got credit. We gave Walter credit for the website.
So, thank you for that unsolicited testimony. Yes. Cat Brown has been she's been a champion for the community. Can't wait to honor you, Cat Brown.
Oh,
Shout out to
you.
Darren Boyce. Hey man, my condolences to you, brother. You got my support, man. Cedric, boy, Cat's on fire. Cat Williams, Cat Brown. You Cat Williams. Cat Williams, Cat Brown. One more cat is gonna be 2020 cat. Let me see. Marissa McKinney's. Let me read. A local school district used my nonprofit as a front for a fundraiser, but never gave us the money. Give it to another org that was not a nonprofit, so people can cheat on all levels. Who did that? Who did that to you? Let me know. Call me, hit me inbox, and we can talk about it. What else? Let me see. Who else? Justina Gonzalez. The amount of collusion and fraud that's taking place with Xavier Tosin and Milton Harris. Hey, man, from the stuff I've been hearing from the community, hey, man, these brothers need to, hey, this platform is open, man. We not pointing the finger at you. We will give
Love
you
you too, Tia.
to talk. But, hey, there's too many community people pointing at y'all right now, and y'all name been hot in these streets. So, if y'all are doing hazy methods, y'all need to chill. Tia Gibson, what's up, Monster Moms? Where's your daughter at? How your daughter's doing? Tell them I said hello. I know this was hard, Cat. We love you. Yes, we do love Cat. Yes, you're welcome. Who else got something to say on here? Because y'all better say what y'all gonna say, because we're gonna close out in a few minutes. So before we close out, Cat, do you got anything you want to say? Any advice you want to get to the community? Any announcements for any events that you got coming up?
So I'm getting together with a couple of fellow public officials, and we will be having a town hall coming up. I will post it on my page and also give it to you, Walter, so that we can bring some peace and harmony and help these small business owners get some type of resources that they need to have a legitimate business and not feel isolated to just one entity to help them with their business needs. So.
Cool. So with that, I want to tell everybody, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. This live was on fire. This is like one of the best lives we ever done, and it's because of you, Cat.
No,
everybody loves you. Everybody loves you.
It was because of Tasha.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't.
Shout out to Tasha Carr. Lunch is on me.
Yes.
I owe you lunch.
Yes, we do.
And any business owner out there who's been affected, who may need, any type of advice, reach out to Briseda Bethencourt for your contracts. You can reach out to me for websites.
Hey, Jay.
You can reach out. There's a few people on here you can reach out to for any type of professional. Tanya Swain. If you want your kids in a well-run organization, holla at Q Jackson for the Bexar County Panthers. Shout out to You Smacking and all the good food that they're cooking up.
That turkey leg with that Alfredo. Oh yes! Oh my God, Raven! Look, Raven, I need a turkey leg and I need my Alfredo. Okay, Raven.
Raven. She need an order like right quick, and so. Yes. To the community out there, we just want to say, first of all, we love y'all.
Yes, love you too.
This is why we're doing this. And Tanika out there, no, we don't hate you. We are mad at you right now. But
disappointed.
No, I'm mad at you and disappointed because you were warned and you kept doing it. and then now it's come to this to where people got to go on live and stuff. That makes me very upset, especially when somebody like Cat Brown calls you in like nobody knows, and she's telling you, hey, can you not do that? And everybody gave you a chance, and so we still love you and we'll still welcome you into the community with open arms, but we just want you to like stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do business right. You got all the talent in the world. You got all the ability in the world to do
Turn this
things the right
around.
way, to like turn this around. Nika, like
Cut your losses with your business
right,
partners.
man. Get with us, man. You already know we your people, man. You messing with too many strangers out here. And so that type of stuff like that is going to get you caught up. And so, as one community advocate to the other, you know better. And, we want you to do better. And like I said, if to the girl Beatrix, I don't know you. And based on what I heard, I really don't want to know you if you're doing that. But you too, you got the chance to turn this around and do this thing the right way, man. Our community needs leaders. We need people out here to show them the right way. Nobody knows it all. Nobody's an island out here. But at the same time, nobody has $1,500 to just be throwing at you for nothing. That type of stuff right here on the streets will get your head definitely knocked off. And you got to be careful with this kind of stuff. Be glad that these are Christian people, these are God-fearing people, and these are business people who care about their families and their communities and their business. So to my community out there, again, I love you. We're going to give a shout out to this woman right here because
Thank
she's
you.
a champion.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much, Constable. And I really will look forward to anything that you're doing. My answer is yes. Anything that you need me to do, I'll be there. I'll be on the first thing smoking on the highway to anything that you need me to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
so
you.
with that, this is Bold Conversations. I'm your host, Walter Perry. We will be back next month with a special guest and a good topic. Tune in Friday to the Funny Business Podcast where I have my boy Bobby Smith IV. He runs the Uptown Comedy Stage, and he's going to be talking everything about the business of comedy and comedy itself, and I cannot wait to get him in. He canceled on me the first time. No, he didn't cancel. He postponed it, and then now I finally got him in here, and hopefully I can get my boy Clifton Simmons in here, and also Delisha Hardy. I can get them up in here before the end of season 1. So tune in Friday. We're going to be live. We're going to be direct, but we're always going to be real. And
I'm your host.
this is Bold Conversations. We out.